Remember when FNaF had none to little voice acting? Well, now that's a huge aspect in the series. Hey there guys, this is Tyler and welcome back to another video. Today we shall be counting down the top 10 best FNaF voices of all time. When I mean voices, I mean the voice acting. Besides Phone Guy and Phone Dude, voice acting was first introduced in FNaF World originally as a way to mock bad professional voice acting in games, but then in sister location, actual professional voice acting was introduced like Circus Baby, Ballora, Funtime Freddy, and etc. Then voice acting became a mainstay in the series, starring in every FNaF game after sister location, like Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, HelpWanted, Special Delivery, Freddy in Space 2, and etc. Before we start, keep in mind that this is my personal opinion. No matter if you agree or disagree with this list, that is A-okay. Also, I'm adding official voices from the series, not fan-made voices like from Eth Goes Boom or David Neer. As well, this is from FNaF 1 all the way to Freddy in Space 2, so sorry, no FNaF security breach in there. This is based off of the time this was recorded. With those rules out of the way, let's get straight in. Number 10, Phone Guy, FNaF 1-4, Ultimate Custom Night, and HelpWanted, voiced by Scott Cawthon. Also disclaimer, yes, FNaF 4 included. Old fun fact for the OG fans, that radio thing you hear during the gameplay of FNaF 4 when edited a bit is actually the FNaF 1 Night 1 phone call. The more you know. Anyway, yes, Phone Guy. I know Phone Guy isn't a popular choice in terms of the best FNaF voice acting, but personally, I love his voice so much, and here's why. First of all, it's really fitting for who Phone Guy is supposed to be. Phone Guy is meant to be your guide throughout most of the games he appears in, and also hints to the franchise's lore, and his voice is like almost perfect for that. Another thing as well regarding the fitting is he actually sounds like an actual employee who works at the location instead of in like some fan games where the Phone Guy in those sounds like a 10-year-old child. It sells you on the fact that this dude worked at the location. And the other thing about Phone Guy is I really like how weirdly enthusiastic he is about what he's talking about. Like in the Night 1 phone call of FNaF 1, he's literally talking about the bite of 87 and how the pizzeria gets bleached and cleaned when a missing report is filed. Yet he seems pretty chill about it. And not in the bad way where it's just poor and low effort voice acting, it's in the funny and amusing way. And speaking of funny, sometimes Phone Guy can even dish out some comedic charming lines in his calls.
Do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath,
this is why Phone Guy is my 10th favorite character voice in the FNaF series. Number 9, Mr. Hippo, Ultimate Custom Night, voiced by Gaudet. Now, Mr. Hippo himself first appeared in Pizzeria Simulator, but he didn't have a voice. But just like a bunch of the other characters in the series, also some of them on this list, they got new voices in Ultimate Custom Night, and Mr. Hippo was one of them. This included new characters like the Rockstars, Music Man, and Happy Frog, and old characters like Foxy, Toy Freddy, and the Puppet. Now, at first, I wasn't a huge fan of Mr. Hippo's voice. I didn't think it was bad, but I thought there was a lot better. But over time, I started to really like Mr. Hippo's voice, and that leads to the present. His voice is my 9th favorite voice in the FNaF series, and the main reason why is because, strangely, it's really freaking funny. Mr. Hippo's gimmick is when the player dies, he tells long-ass stories about whatever, and you can't skip them. However, what makes these stories worth listening to is how he tells the stories. He sounds like an old man telling one of his life experiences, and that just gets to me in a good way. Another thing admirable about his voice is it's so fun to impersonate. Now, this will be a positive for some of the voices coming up on the list, and this was also a positive I didn't mention with Phone Guy. They're either really fun or cool for the character impressions, and Mr. Hippo falls into that category. No joke, sometimes on my Discord server voice chat, I like to read a meme or something in Mr. Hippo's voice because honestly, it's all in good fun. Mr. Hippo's voice is iconic and it's for a good reason. Number 8, Ballora, Sister Location and Ultimate Custom Night, voiced by Michella. Ballora's voice is pretty good. The main thing I adore about it is it can kind of get creepy, especially when she's singing. The voice is also fitting for the character once again. It literally sounds like what an older ballerina would sound like, and Michella did pretty good on her. That's all I really have to say about Ballora's voice. It's just well done. Number 7, Foxy. Ultimate Custom Night, HelpWanted, and Special Delivery. Voiced by Christopher McCollough. Ah yes, good old Foxy. Foxy was another character to get a voice in Ultimate Custom Night, and his voice returned in HelpWanted as Captain Foxy and Special Delivery for his normal self, and it's so good. The main reason is because it's fitting for Foxy. Just simple as that. It's got that pirate feel to it, and I adore it. It sounds all gravelly like it's a pirate, and it's pretty accurate. The line delivery is also pretty damn good, and just like Mr. Hippo and Phone Guy, he's so fun to impersonate and make character impressions of. Let's just say, Foxy has a really memorable voice.
Never underestimate the cunning of a pirate. Or a fox, for that matter.
Number 6, Toy Freddy. Ultimate Custom Night and Special Delivery. Voiced by Darren Roebuck. Toy Freddy's voice is so goofy, but I love it. In terms of comedic voices, Toy Freddy's gets the job done. He sounds exactly what he would sound like, a fat, old, goofy bear. And once again, his voice is so good to make character impressions for. I'm glad his voice returned in FNaF AR. Nothing else to say but that Toy Freddy's got an awesome voice. Number 5, The Puppet, Ultimate Custom Night, voiced by Jena Rundus. Yep, the puppet. Her voice is so great. It gives the creepy tone that she's being serious and sounds like a, well, protector. Plus, she sounds like a little kid, which is fitting since she's haunted by a dead kid. This also gave the puppet a definitive personality too, which is a major plus. Honestly, good voice, puppet. Number 4, Springtrap / William Afton / Scraptrap. Sister location, Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, and Special Delivery. Voiced by PJ Heywood. Okay, I grouped Springtrap, Afton, and Scraptrap together since they almost have the same exact voice. I'm going to do this with the number 2 and number 1 picks as well, so keep that in mind. Now, Afton's voice is mostly known for the iconic line,
I always come back.
So that means his voice can be memorable to people, and in general, it sounds fitting for him. It's pretty professional, and it sounds kinda creepy too. It's just a voice to associate with a serial killer. Also, character impressions. Number 3, Rockstar Bonnie, Ultimate Custom Night, voiced by George Osborne. Now, this is actually an unpopular opinion of mine because, surprisingly, a lot of people hate his voice with a burning passion in the same vein as Toy Bonnie's AR voice. But honestly, I adore his voice so much. The main complaint people have for it is the effects he has, but honestly, it makes him more interesting and unique, and you can still tell what he's saying. So it isn't that bad in the slightest. Another thing that makes him stand out is his singing in poems, and in a weird way, it's soothing.
Why so blue? You know I'll be true, and now I'll make slippers out of you.
I don't know why, but it just is. And that's a good thing. Personally, at the end of the day, Rockstar Bonnie's voice is one of the best, at least in my opinion. Number 2, Funtime Freddy / Molten Freddy. Sister location, Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, and HelpWanted. Voiced by Kellen Goff. Just like number 4, Funtime Freddy and Molten Freddy basically almost have the same exact voice, so I'm grouping them together. Now, Funtime Freddy and Molten Freddy's are usually the number 1 pick for people, and to be honest, it's really close to number 1, but I prefer the number 1 choice just a bit more. But I still adore this voice, and it is a definite favorite. The main reason why I adore it so much is because of how ridiculous, yet comedic it is. It's him screaming his head off, and I love it. It's perfect.
Go get him!
As well, in my opinion, these two are the number 1 character you would want to make character impressions of. And for Molten Freddy specifically, I love the little creepy touches added in there, but still keeping true to Funtime Freddy's voice. These two's voice are one of the main reasons why Funtime Freddy and Molten Freddy are 2 of my favorite characters in the series. And this voice is exactly why Kellen is one of my favorite voice actors ever. He always puts great effort into it. He's done voice work in other forms of media too, and he even provided the voice for the Golden Bear Scrotum in Day Shift at Freddy's 2. All around, this voice for the both of them is awesome. Now here are the honorable mentions. Number 1, Circus Baby / Scrap Baby. Sister location, Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, HelpWanted, and Special Delivery. Voiced by Heather Masters. And just like number 2 and number 4, the same rule also applies here. Anyway, in my opinion, Baby and Scrap Baby's voice is the best in the series. It's got the creepiness down perfectly, it's 100% fitting for the character, the line delivery is pretty damn great, and all around it's really good. This voice is like S-tier voice acting, and it really shows. No wonder when every time Baby returns in FNAF, she's got her voice because it's certainly another crowd favorite just like Funtime and Molten Freddy's, and it's deserved. At the end of the day, Circus Baby and Scrap Baby, at least in my opinion, are the character with the number 1 best voice of all time in the FNAF series. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, this is a reminder that this was all in my opinion and it's okay to think differently. So yeah, be sure to comment down below if you want a top 5 worst FNAF voices list sometime. If you liked what you saw today, be sure to subscribe down below. It really means a lot. In the description as well is my Discord server, Twitter, Instagram, Tyler Extras, the server address to my Minecraft Top Edition server, my FNAF AR username and friend code, and the games page for Tyler Tales, The Quest for Cheese. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everybody.